Welcome to Hood Champion Boxing and Sports. In boxing, you find a way to win or you find a way to lose. Just take the ped test. WTF, man. What the frick? Now, someone explain to me what the issue is here. I don't see why there's all this back and forth about taking ped testing, random blood and urinalysis testing. I don't get it. Who would not want to be enrolled in some kind of 365 days a year type testing where the agency can pop up and test you? I don't understand. Now, I'll say this, and I got to be fair to Ryan. I can kind of understand him with being like with this VADA bullshit, saying, "Yo, you guys seem to have a really good relationship with VADA over there, so I'm gonna sit here and want to go another route." But I also feel that this is what should happen with Ryan Garcia and Devin, because this shit is dumb to me. I really don't understand why they can't just say, okay, how about this? Ryan enrolls in VADA, but he also go out there and he can have another agency test this stuff as well. That's what I would do. Now the problem is who's going to pay for it. Now, we know Ryan should have more than enough money, but if he really wanted to, see, this is where it starts to get really, we can really do a deep dive into this shit, because a person could say this: Devin Haney, you really want to fight him, right? You felt like he did you wrong. How about this? You make sure that the tests are covered for Ryan Garcia for VADA. And then you make sure that there's some agreement where he has to actually go out there and have tests being done by USADA, whoever he wants to use. But somehow, if you really want that fight with Ryan, because you felt like he did you wrong, you make sure that there's no excuse for him to not do it. So you pay for his testing. It's not going to be a lot. It's just from now until you guys fight, pay for it. That way they can stop hitting Ryan up a couple of times a goddamn week if they have to. And if Ryan feels like they're doing him wrong, he can pay for what he wants. That way Ryan can't say, there can be no excuse. He'll be like, hey, I offered to pay for it. Right? Some people are going to say, oh, well, then that's going to make it look even more fishy. Okay, well, that's why Ryan will go pay for his test to be done elsewhere. That way they can look at if a sample is taken from Ryan here on, like, let's say, February 1st. Then he had a sample taken on February, within that same week somewhere else, and one pot's positive from VADA. He can say, bullshit, I just had this one that's done here at USADA or wherever. It didn't pop. And then now we have a conversation to say, what the hell going on over there with Devin and VADA? But at the same time, a person could say, look, Ryan really wants to prove he didn't cheat. Why wouldn't he pay for the VADA testing and also for USADA? Why not use two agencies to do your tests? If you really want to prove to the people that you didn't cheat or that you're a clean fighter, then you do it. I'd tell you what, if it was me, and you said, Hood, what would you do? I would pay for two different agencies. I would do the VADA one, and I'd do one for USADA or wherever. And I would just try to align them to where it's like, you guys work on when you guys are going to come out and do the testing. I don't need to know, but they may say that maybe someone's letting Ryan know when they're coming. Like it can get real squirrely. You know what I'm saying? But I would have two different agencies come out randomly testing me and make sure all of them are negative. And if the one that comes back positive is from VADA, but not from the other agency, then we got a problem. But you know what? People are going to believe what they want to believe anyway. But I just think it's crazy to me that, Ryan doesn't want to enroll in the VADA testing. And if he's talking about going elsewhere, then do it. But something ain't right, man. You know what I'm saying? Something isn't right. Now, I don't know if he's worried about being popped for peds or popped for cocaine or popped for some other drug. I don't know. But I do know this, something ain't right. And and he needs to figure out whatever drug company he's going to choose to make sure that they're getting tested, because the type of money that's on the table is crazy. To see that Ryan will walk away from that, but I know he's got money, and Devin is all right too. But for Devin, like to me, for Devin to come out here and be pursuing Ryan Garcia, saying, no, I want to fight you. All right, yeah, okay. I had a bad game plan, whatever. I kept my hand down. I don't have a chin. All right. Well, if you believe, right, that you beat me and you had nothing helping you, then when we rematch, you should beat me again. Now, I'm going to tell you, because you see, he gets some seagulls who fly in and drop shit off in the comments. I pick Ryan to beat Devin. Too much speed, too much power. If they fight again, I'm picking Ryan to beat Devin. The speed and the power. But what I will say, if they're doing this testing, and Ryan, he's always had fast hands. His speed's not going nowhere. But if all of a sudden, Ryan has no power, you got to ask the question, where did the power go? Because he's always had power. All right? But if he fights Devin and he can't hurt him, maybe he got a little Conor Ben in him. And that's where you got to be fair to Devin and say, hey, something does seem a little bit fishy. Now, maybe Devin makes the type of adjustments to where he rides with the shots now and he's able to block him and, parry him and, ways to kind of take some of that sting off the shot. Maybe he's working with Nate Jones. Maybe he can do that now. But we won't know until they get in the ring. But all I got to say is, what the frick, man? Just make the damn fight. What's the problem? Why are we hung up on this testing? And if you're out there and they find you got some shit in your system, who cares? As long as it's not pets. So what? You're doing a little cocaine. You're doing crack. You smoke crack, don't you? You're doing heroin. Or you're doing whatever you're doing. All right, we can handle that. We don't condone it, but we can handle that. If you're a crackhead, you're a crackhead. But this shit about pads, we can't handle that. But if you're a crackhead, you're a crackhead, man. Beat me up, Scotty. Get your ass up out of here, Pookie. Anyway, y'all keep cool. I don't understand. I think everybody should. I don't even see how these guys have an option of whether they do or don't want to do 365 testing. Like I just don't get it, man. I understand some guys do it. They start getting tested 8 weeks before a fight. I get it, but you can be cycling year round. Like every boxer should be on that shit. I don't see why they have a choice. I don't see why they have a choice. If they know it's such a big problem, Turkey Al-Sheikh's a goddamn quadrillionaire. Turkey Al-Sheikh can take care of everybody's shit. You want to clean up the sport and make boxing great again? Turkey, like Terrence Crawford calls him, Turkey. Turkey want to make boxing great again? Let him go ahead and say he covered. I talked about this in another video. Pay for all that shit. Pay for it all. That way you got to worry about it. And we'll see who's going to do that testing and who's not. And we're gonna learn the truth real quick, won't we? Anyway, just take the damn pad test and stop with the bullshit. For Devin and Ryan. Devin's already with it. But I understand, for Ryan, pay to have your test done by another agency, still enroll in VADA, just to prove to everyone that you know what, you're clean. Prove it. In the breeze.